What's up, guys? Welcome back to Almost Functional. Back with some more recap of my ATC. This is going to be a recap of round one when I played into the Imperial Knights. So let's give a rundown of my list for those who didn't see the making of the list video. We have the Primaris Librarian with Bolter Discipline, Ragnar Blackmane, Ballistus Dread, 6 Blade Guard to run with Ragnar, a 10-man Desolation Squad to go with Bolter Discipline Librarian, 2 Inceptor squads with Plasma for the 3-inch Deep Strike, just for playing secondaries and stuff. We got 2 Infiltrator squads, just to keep Deep Strikes and stuff out. We got three Scout Sniper squads, one of which has a missile launcher. Just another Infiltrate unit, can't be targeted outside of 12, some precision shots. Just really versatile unit. About to go to Legends, unfortunately. We have the Thunderfire Cannon. Uh, some matchups it's amazing, in other matchups it's not so useful. Vindicator, one of the best things in the list, I think. And then the Whirlwind, which was fine. It never did a lot, but it always did something. So then the first round, we did priority targets, which is the hold 1 for 5, hold 2 for 10, and then at the end of the game, you both can potentially score up to 15 on primaries. There was also the hidden supplies. So there was 6 objectives. It's one where you scoot the middle one 6 inches and add another one on the opposite side of it from the middle. So we ended up 4 in no man's, 2 in each deployment zone, and then the deployment was search and destroy. So the table quarter 9 inches from the center deployment. So it ended up getting me paired into knights. He had 2 Knight Castellans, a Knight Crusader. He had 2 Armigers and a Vindicator Assassin. Uh, Personally, don't feel this is a super strong knight list. It does not have a lot of mission play, but it was very scary to our Eldar player with the Wraith Knights and Wraithguard, and to our Knight player. So that's kind of my role on this team, is to try to jump on the stuff that nobody else wants to play and find close losses or close wins. Um, so that was the goal, and then so then here is the how everything went. So turn one, so he got first. Uh, Trying to remember, I believe they list the person's first term's name here. So he got first turn. He took cleanse, engage on all fronts as fixed secondaries. I took tactical. So he was able to engage and cleanse 1 objective turn one. Can't score any primary turn one. I got deploy teleport homers and investigate signals, which was great. One of the little scout squads did it in the middle. I had another one do it in one of the no man's land quarters, and I believe one of my infiltrator squads did it in the other no man's land quarter, or it might have been the third scout squad, and then the whirlwind did it in mine. So I'm getting 9 points. So early 5 point lead. Take that. Then his turn, he scored 10. Got 2 on cleanse, 2 on engage on all fronts. I do not think cleanse was a good choice for him with so few units. He needs to be shooting. So then on my turn, I got 10 on priority targets. I got bring it down in overwhelming force. I was able to just put everything into one of the Castellans and kill it, and it was also on an objective, so I touched the scouts onto that. So killing that one guy got me 9 points because I took the objective from him, and or no, sorry, overwhelming force is kill unit off an objective. So yeah, I just killed him off the objective, and that gave me 9 points just for killing him. Uh, Sorry, turn one, Ragnar's squad had moved out and charged into one of the armigers. He had pushed up to do his middle cleanses and stuff, and I managed to pick that up. Turn two, I kill the Castellan. So turn three, he gets 10 again, he cleanses again, and he gets another 2 on engage. I also get a 10, so keeping even on primary. It's not hard to do with 6 objectives, and you max at scoring 2. So then I got engaged on all fronts behind enemy lines. Inceptor squads came in big for that. Uh, and then I was able to threaten his assassin back there. Or I know his. Actually, I think he just completely left his home objective, maybe. But they rolled a deep drop back there because his assassin ended up coming in over on my side later for engage points. And then I ended up killing his second armiger. So now all he had left was two big knights and the assassin. So then on his turn, he gets 10 points. Can't cleanse because he'd have to do it with Castellans or drop the Vindicator in to do it. So he drops the Vindicator in on one of the corners over one of the No Man's Land table quarters and just behind some of my scouts and just gets his engaged there. I scored 10 again. I get no prisoners and capture enemy outpost. He had picked up the stuff I dropped over that way, so I couldn't get his capture his outpost, and I wasn't able to kill anything. I put a lot of shots into the well, I put whatever shots I could into the assassin, but it wasn't enough because he was too far away. Then he ends up getting 10, and then 10 at the end of the game. That's why it's a 20. And he got his engage again, and then on my turn, same. I got a 10, and then another 10, and I ended up killing the assassin, which got me 2 and 5, so ended up getting me 7 points for finally finish off the assassin on my turn. So we tied 50 to 50 on primary, which is very easy to do in this mission. But he got 16 secondary, I got 31, so that was really what swung the game. Because he didn't score well on engage, got half the total points, and didn't do well on cleanse. Doesn't have a lot of. The guy told me he didn't have a lot of experience in 10th edition, so he just didn't have the mission play aspect. It was really a more 9th edition list. Into a knight list with more armatures, it's probably more an 11-9 game one way or the other. But I ended up getting this, turning it into, I believe it was a 12-8. Yeah, so I took a matchup no one else wanted to get, got us a 12-8 win. Uh, if anyone watched the other video, we ended up tying the round, but we were playing a guy down, so we gave up a free 20-0. So pulling a tie out of that was really, really good. Um, Desolation did fine. Their cracks did good. They ended up having to advance toward the Vindicator late game to get a couple guys in 12 to kill there. Scouts, Inceptors, Infiltrators, all this did their job, scored me secondary points. Vindicator and Ballistus, I wouldn't have killed the Castellan without them. They are just great in this type of matchup. He still had two Castellans alive, but I killed his assassin, both little knights, and one Castellan. Or sorry, he had one Castellan and the Crusader alive. I just didn't, I can't kill three big knights and two little knights. I can't do it. I can kill a couple and just try to keep their score down. That's why you see a lot of the knights taking exaction or just like one big knight, a bunch of little, or all little, because they can play their mission. You take two or three big knights, your mission play really gets in trouble. You really have to play into a matchup where you can table or just completely crush someone early to try to score mission points once they're dead. But yeah, this game I feel I played everything pretty much right. I don't think I really made any mistakes. List played the way I wanted. I got the results it's designed to get. So I don't really have much else to say about this. There's not a lot for me to break down on my side. The knight player, if he had to talk about the game, I'm sure he has lots of list and uh, game choices he would change. But on my end, everything kind of went how I wanted it to. So not as much to get into in this breakdown. The games where I feel I made mistakes, there's more stuff to get into. But that was my round one. So started off well. We pulled a draw out with four guys. I got a win into knights. So it's feeling pretty good after round one. So I will come back and let you guys know how round two ended up going.